Good morning. I'm sitting here freezing because it's still cold and I didn't wear my coat. But heading out to try to clean again today. It's been pretty productive this week. I've actually been having to run out quite a few times and to doctor's appointments in between. So I think I've got you guys up to date on that. I'm not going to talk about all this stuff right now. But what I did want to talk to you about, in case some of you guys got discouraged by my last post talking about all this and all that, I just want to say, Peter, he was a rough guy. He didn't even have to be a rough guy. Peter was just a guy. I mean, when Jesus was at his trial, Peter was cussing, standing around a bonfire. Come on. You know, I don't want to make anybody feel like condemned or anything like that, but sometimes we have to have a swift kick in the pants. I know, I'm one of them. I've had to have it myself, so you're not alone. And maybe in some ways this situation I'm going through is kind of a swift kick in the pants too, because there have been some things that I've needed to say that I've not been saying because I didn't want to offend anybody. There have been some things that I've needed to say that to my sons that I didn't say because I didn't want to offend them either. But you know what? You know, the gospel is offensive. It's offensive to have somebody tell you that you're a sinner. I mean, at least it is to me. You know, like, don't you be pointing out my sin. Don't you be looking at this stuff I'm doing. But God is always looking at it. And the truth of the matter is, if we don't get it dealt with, it can keep us from going to be with Him. And we don't want that. Oh my goodness. I need to start putting some eyeliner on, guys. So, one of the things that I've really been questioning myself about is a little bit with my channel is, what's this purpose? What's it doing? What benefit is it to other people? And the reason why I'm asking those questions is because I was watching a creator video. I don't know, it just came up on my it came up in my YouTube studio, which is where I go to check. I've started going to check for comments and things so that I don't miss them. But the person was talking about what benefit to the viewers does your channel bring. And I began to pray about that and ask the Lord about that, you know, and honestly, I really think that we kind of have a little community. I mean, some of the more committed people, heart's racing, some of the more committed people, they've become really good friends. And like Chris, for example, I mean, we're not getting to talk as much as we had been, but Chris has been around. I'm saying Chris, Phantom Rider, I'm sorry, Chris. Sorry I said your name, but anyway, he used to send me pictures from Florida, which, you know, that may not seem like a lot to other people, but honestly, I wanted to be in Florida. So to get to see sunsets from Florida, he was out on his boat in the water. It added value to my life because I got to see it kind of went along with what God was doing at that time, because God took me to Florida several times to see Miss Evelyn. So I feel like we have a community, and I just want everybody to feel accepted and loved even. I do pray for my subscribers and patrons and everybody, and I would hope that, you know, you guys could always feel like if you need to reach out to me. I mean, not all of my videos have my email, but I think in the about section you might be able to find my email, but it is dandyliongirl333 @gmail.com, which It's Dandelion, because a lot of people don't know how to spell dandelion. And I put it on there. I created that email a long time ago because I like dandelion flowers. I like to eat them. They're really good. And actually the stems and all that have a lot of vitamin C and nutrition and everything. So anyway, I won't get into all that, but I always want you guys to feel like you can reach out to me. I'm not obviously going to put my phone number on my videos because I just don't think that would be wise. So, but I'm headed off to clean. I better get going or I'll be late. But I don't want you guys to feel condemned or anything. I mean, hey, we got areas we struggle. I went through some temptation yesterday, I'm not gonna lie. After I put out my video, man, the enemy reached out and knocked on my door and he's like, don't forget, I got your buttons too. And I was like, you MFer. Yeah, that's a euphemism. Sorry guys, I am not perfect, but I don't reckon anybody here is. So, but anyway, you know, I've got my own temptations, you know. I didn't fall for it. Praise God. And actually the Lord even sent me a little warning dream. He's like, this is what it really looks like spiritually. This little temptation here. And oh my gosh, I was like, ugh. There was a devil tongue and everything. I was like, man, not having it. Oh, one other thing, and I'm probably going to shoot this video straight through because I have been kind of busy with all these doctor's appointments and stuff, and I've not had time to properly edit them and put all the stuff in it. I'm probably just going to send this one on through, but I wanted to know if you guys were interested in what they call merch. I've got an idea for a t-shirt, like for my channel, and I think that Teespring is available for my channel. I would have to check on that because you do have to have so many subscribers. It might be 1,000, which I'm hoping you guys will help me reach to, just because. Why not? Why not have a goal in life, right? But anyway, so I've had a couple of ideas. I had actually gone on there before and designed a couple of cups and some things. I can't remember what else it was, but I didn't follow through with it because I was like, who's gonna want this? Even though I already had my cousin in South Carolina saying, hey, I want one of your shirts. You know, and I could make my own shirts, but the thing is, Teespring kind of makes it easy for you as far as for my channel, so that would be cool. I actually do have a shirt order that I'm working on right now for somebody that just kind of popped up, and it's so funny because my ex-husband actually originally had the order and didn't fulfill it, and he's covered up. So she's like, would you make this for me? Because she found out that I do vinyl work. I did vinyl work. I'm like, yeah, man, I'll do it. So, woo, I've got that, and I've got another shirt order that still in the process of getting the information for and all that. But anyway, so could you put in the comments below if you guys would be interested in Teespring merchandise like the other YouTubers have. I'm not trying to. Fact of the matter is, right now, guys, I didn't tell you this, I don't think, but my heart racing, it's kind of dangerous. So I can't work out. She told me yesterday. I don't think I shared this with you guys. I actually had to go in yesterday at like 3:15. The blood work was in the morning, so I can't work out right now because my heart rate, I'm going to cry if I talk about this, so I'm not going to talk about it much, but my heart rate goes up into the danger zone, and that's not good, and it could drop me like that. So please be praying about that, because I don't want to drop like that. I've got a new grandbaby coming, and I want to be here to see it. But that being the case, it's going to be a good 4 to 5 months before my iron levels can be brought up to the point that is normal, and that is if it's just a normal iron problem and not something more serious, which we're going to find out about that in like 3 to 4 weeks. So I'll let you guys know about that too. There is a more serious thing that they're going to be checking for. We talked about that yesterday afternoon, which would be where your bowels, intestines, whatever, are not absorbing iron. And there's other reasons for that. That could be the case. You can look it up, Google it, whatever. So be praying for me, because like every time I do something, like for example, when I lift one of those 70-pound propane tanks to put it back on, that's not an option right now. So my son is stepping up. Thomas contacted me. He's coming to help me with things that are heavy. Praise God. Like my son Joshua came yesterday to help me get my seed starting stuff from my truck and take it into my greenhouse. So yeah, I've just not really been going into too much detail about things yet, because I don't know where it's going. So that's where it's going right now. So hopefully what we need to pray for is that my body will absorb iron, and it's not the more serious thing, because I don't want the more serious thing, to be honest with you. I don't want to have infusions of iron and stuff like that. But if that's the case, so be it. We'll go along that route. But, you know, this constantly, I'm tired, I'm so weary, I'm so tired, that's been going on for several years. There you go. So this has been going on a little bit, but it's really gotten to the point where my heart racing is because, like, my body's not getting oxygen, and my heart's like, oh gosh, we got to get this blood going, but my blood doesn't have what it needs. So there you go. Okay, so that's what I was finding out yesterday afternoon. Everybody that's giving me dietary advice, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, she told me I can eat that stuff all day long. It's not going to bring my levels up where they need to be right now. It's not a quick fix. It's not. I've had that anemia before, and I took iron pills. I've been there. I've had the constipation. I've been all through that. This is not that quick fix. That's why I need prayer. I've also got friends who are kind of like, oh, you're going to be fine. You're going to, you just need to do this. You just need to do that. And that's not going to fix it. So I'm looking at about 4 to 5 months of watching my heart rate, for one thing. That is one thing that's going on. Having help from, my son and Thomas, and, for heavy lifting and stuff like that. I cannot work out. That's one thing yesterday. She's like, no workouts. Nothing that's going to raise your heart rate up to that level. So, okay, well, it's what we're dealing with right now. So, with that being said, I'm going to go clean. If I have to sit down, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to be careful. I'm going to be responsible, because I want to be here. I want to play with my grandbaby. Like, that's something I can't do right now, is be lifting him and carrying him around a lot, because I've noticed that's been causing a lot of shortness of breath. And see, I thought the shortness of breath was from the asthma. It's not. It is from my heart not getting that oxygen in there. So anyway, so that's where we're at. We're waiting for the next round of blood work, because she's going to check some other levels, because there may be another reason that my iron is not absorbing. It may be a nutritional supplement that they can do. The over-the-counter stuff is not going to work for me right now, even though I am taking it, just because I'm going to do what I can do. But some other things may be out of whack. They're still going to look for possible, Anyway, I'm not going to get into all that. So our next step is, she's going to, if I can take a supplement, she's going to get me something prescribed. And then we're going to take that and see how it absorbs. Check me in 3 to 4 weeks. If it's not absorbing, we gotta go from there. So, okay, that's where we're at. And I've got to get to clean, get that done today, and hopefully go to the lake bottoms and pick up driftwood. So, so that's that, guys. I appreciate your prayer. I know there's several people who have said they're going to pray. I appreciate that. I really do. My channel support on Patreon, like, that's actually paying one of my bills right now. I'm very thankful for that. My son is trying to give me a little more help in certain areas, and I'm stubborn. I don't I don't feel right about taking anything from my kids, man. That's just not right. So, okay, I'm gonna hop off here. Don't forget, put in the comments if you think you would buy a shirt or something, you know, whatever. And I'm not doing a money drive, don't get me wrong, I'm not doing that. I just think it'd be really cool to continue to build the brand in the community, you know, why not? And what else? Oh yeah, guys, there are all kinds of people that watch my videos but don't hit the like button. Can you hit that like button maybe? Because the more you do that, the more you comment, the more that my videos get shared by YouTube, you know? And I mean, I'm here, I'm gonna do this for as long as I possibly can, and I enjoy it, so why not, you know? And you guys can help with that. So anyway, I appreciate that, appreciate you guys, and you have a blessed day, and I'll talk to you soon.